AutoPilot. Is it a scam or not? Is it worth it or not? I don't think it's a scam, but I don't think it's worth it unless you have a lot of money to put in it. Because basically, it's going to cost you $100 a year just to use this app. Now, you can use it for free, but it's kind of pointless because it won't do the auto trade if you don't pay the minimum $100 a year fee. So, like when Nancy or whoever, like say you want to use Donald Trump or this AI World War III portfolio or whoever. I think Donald Trump's in here. Anyways, there's a lot of options to pick from. Nancy's like the most popular. But anyhow, so I went with Nancy also. But basically, if you pay for an annual subscription, when they trade, yours will automatically trade as well. Fucker tried to cut me off. Okay, anyways. So, if you got a lot of money to put into this and you're a day trader, then I think it's worth it. If you're not a day trader and you don't have a lot of money to put into this, I wouldn't bother because it's not worth it. Is it a scam? I think not. But I haven't been doing it long enough to determine whether or not it's a scam or not. But I don't think it's a scam. The only part that I would say is a scam is they don't tell you up front that it's going to cost you $100 a year to use it appropriately. You know, it's like once you sign up, you pick your portfolio that you want to invest in, and then it says, oh, you have to invest a minimum of $500. It doesn't tell you anything about the annual fee until after you've already invested your $500 or more. Then the subscription section pops up and says, okay, you can use this app for free. However, it won't auto trade. You have to manually do the trades yourself. Well, what's the point? I could do that at Robinhood or Schwab or Fidelity or Cash App or Webull, you know. And I set up a separate Publix account. Yeah, public. I set up a separate public account to connect to AutoPilot just in case it was a scam, you know, so I didn't want them to have access to all my other money. So I did make $12 in dividends. That's kind of cool. So I think that's dividend payouts. maybe it didn't maybe she doesn't auto reinvest her dividends. Maybe that's how she's making her money. But anyhow, so, I mean, I don't know. Even if you're a dividend investor, maybe. Let's see if I can look more into this. Hang on. Passing a big truck. I don't normally come to the public app because I pretty much just only use it for AutoPilot. Okay, yeah, I deposited $501. So I originally had $1 left over in my public account, and I put the other 500 into AutoPilot. So my AutoPilot is down like over $25. Not counting, the $100 a year I have to spend. So technically it's down $125 if you want to get technical. So let's see. Okay, these are all the stocks that Nancy has. So it looks like it's going back up. It hit a low, but it's going back up. Like I said, if Nancy was making me over $100 a year in cash value or even dividends of whoever I invested in was making me over $100 a year in dividends alone, it would be worth it. But so far I've only made $12. Well, technically $11, because I had originally $1 left over. Let's go over here, income. Alright, so my estimated income for 2026 is only like $3. Less than $3. And I've already made 10 cents. Oh, that's weird. It says I only made 75 cents last year. So how did I make that $12 or $11? Okay, sorry, I had a situation. Maybe she cashed out some stocks and didn't put all the money back in. Maybe that's what happened. So 97%. Oh, okay. Pretty much all of her money she invests in equities. Whatever that means. I don't know all these terminologies. What happened? It went away. Oh, I lost signal. Yeah, this phone is a burner phone. So it's only connected to the internet when I connect it to my Wi-Fi. But either my Wi-Fi or this phone is glitchy because it doesn't always stay connected to the Wi-Fi. And I think it's actually my phone that has the Wi-Fi hotspot that's glitchy. Anyhow, I don't really need the internet too much. Oh yeah, I do, because I need to see what's going on over in here. Buying power, $0. So, I guess that pretty much wraps this up since my... Oh wait, I got another phone. Let me get that one connected to the internet. Oh, we're back online. Okay, never mind. Okay, so... let's see if I can look at the history. I'm going to pause this so I can look around and see if I can see the history without giving away any personal information. Hang on. Be right back. Okay, here we go. This is the last 30 days. Not just the last 30 days. Alright, so in October I deposited said money. Then in October I signed up for the deal and it auto purchased all of these accounts. Excuse me. Drink more water. Anytime you feel off, not normal, then chances are you need to drink more water. So anyhow, okay. I know that, I've known that for a while, but I don't always do it. Anyhow, okay, so after I signed up, Nancy sold some NVDA and bought some SCHO. So that's where I made some money. She cashed it out at $73 and then bought more at $72. Now basically what AutoPilot does is it's matching percentages. So she sold a percentage of her NVDA, which that percentage matched, matching that percentage sold some of my stuff, and then she bought some SCHO, and the percentage of her portfolio that she bought that percentage of my portfolio was 72.67. So it's all percentages, and then so it's matching my percentage with her percentage based on how much money I have. So anyways, SCHO paid a dividend of 21 cents. And then I got another dividend from MSFT, 4 cents. Google paid a dividend. SCHO paid a dividend. VST paid a dividend. AVGO paid a dividend. Alright, and then she sold some Tesla stock. So my AutoPilot sold $19 worth of Tesla stock, and then she sold some AVGO stock, sold some SCHO stock, which that one paid the best dividends. I would have kept it probably. But she's got insider information, so I don't know. We'll see what happens. So she sold some Google. Sold some of this NGD. Oh no, bought NGD. Bought some LHX. Bought some IBP. Then SCHO paid a dividend. And that was it. So keep an eye on those 3 companies that she just bought in January. They actually are probably down, but she probably knows that they're going to go back up and they're going to make her some money. So yeah, so basically from the looks of it, hang on, let me pause this and go back. Okay, so from the looks of it, $200,000 in here, the dividends alone would pay for my my annual fee. But I've only maybe made $1 in dividends. So I'd say $10 in cash value. So if I had $5,000 in this account, then it would possibly pay for itself. So my suggestion is, if you don't have more than $5,000 to put into this, it's probably not worth doing. That being said, maybe I should put some more money into it, but not just do Nancy stock. I don't know. Let's go back over to here. Most popular is Nancy. But Nancy's getting old, so I don't know if she is still investing or if it's someone else investing for her. But overall, her portfolio has grown by 218%. It's down right now since I got in. Let's go 6 months. Nah, let's go 3 months. Here we go. This is probably more accurate. So since I got in, everything's been down. But her track record for the last 6 months, everything's been good. For the last year, year to date, that's just the last month and a half. The last year, she's made 22% returns. But that's cash value. I think. Past 2 years, 70%. Past 3 years, 153%. Overall, 218, almost 219%. So it looks like a good investment. It's just down right now. But if it's not paying you more than $100 a year, I almost said a month. If it's not paying you more than $100 a year, then it's not worth it. And you got to remember taxes. So the $10 that I made on the cash value side, I got to pay like 40% tax on that. And then the $2 that I made on the dividend side, I'm only paying like 20% tax on. So you got to factor that in as well. So it's like, yeah, you might make $100, but then you still got to pay almost half of that in taxes. So really, you got to make like $150, $200, probably more like $200 for it to be worth it. $200, you got to make $200 a year or more for it to be worth it because of taxes. So now, making a lot of money, you don't have to pay as much tax. Now, if you're day trading, you pay more. You have to pay the tax, period, I think. But if you're making money on the dividends, you don't have to pay taxes on the dividends up to a certain amount, and then you have to start paying taxes. But once you reach a certain amount, then you only have to pay like a 15% tax, and then after that it goes up to 20. Alright, I gotta jump off here in a couple miles. Let's see if there's a... Oh, okay, the truck stops on the other side of where I'm supposed to exit. What time is it? My burner phone's off. Okay, it's 8 o'clock here. I'll be hitting rush hour if I stay on my current path. I'll take the shortcut. I won't have to deal with that crap. Anyways. Is that a truck stop? I don't think that's a truck stop. It is a truck stop. Hang on. Whoa, bad C. We're jumping off here. Okay. So I guess that concludes my video for today. I'm gonna jump off here, go to the bathroom, get some Taco Hail.
Left curve ahead. Turn at the first right onto Indiana 9. Turn right onto Indiana 9 North.
I think, maybe, whatever's in this truck stop for breakfast. And get down the road. But yeah, basically, if you got $5,000 to put into this autopilot, it's probably worth it. But if you don't, it's probably not. So there you go. Yeah, this truck stop's not on the map. Oh, okay. Taco Bell's next door. They may not open till 9. The Taco Bell's in the truck stops open at 7. But normally Taco Bell don't open until 9, which kind of sucks, because if you want breakfast...
Make a U-turn at West Rampart Road.
That's alright. Casey's has breakfast. I like Casey's pizza, and I like their croissant sandwiches. So we're going to Casey's. Wow, that light changed fast.
In a quarter mile, left right lane to take the I-74 West, US 420. Turn around when possible. Turn right onto Indiana 9. Turn right. Turn right, then you'll take your first right toward Indiana 9.
Nice parking job, guys.
Turn around when possible.
Block all the actual parking spots. I might actually be able to still get in there.
Turn at the first right onto East Rampart Street. In 400
Oh yeah, just barely. Swing wide. 4-hour parking maximum.
Turn at the first right onto East Rampart Street.
Doesn't look like they actually enforce that.
Head north.
All right. Meal stop. Okay. Party on.